You are a man. Shut the fuck up.
Nigga, do you got something you want to say?
Don't worry about me, I'm a god.
Today marks 4 years since Red Velvet officially opened up Day 2 of their now famously known Reve Festival series. Day 2 sadly remains the most unpopular out of the final series, now spanning 4 parts. Unlike Day 1's Simsale album, which sparked divisive opinions due to the styling and title track choice, Day 2's Umpampa came and left for the majority of casual listeners, ironically labeling it as forgettable and ceasing to pull any opinions whatsoever from it. Day 2 falls in the middle of the much-beloved finale and the controversial Day 1, leaving it to be the forgotten day of the festival in discourse. As usual, I am of the opposite opinion. The Reve Festival Day 2 still remains my favorite part of the festival to date, even with the reopening for the fairy tale reimagining that was Feel My Rhythm. The Reve Festival Day 2 featured a travel concept, bringing us to a sort of underwater utopia. The girls are presented as underwater space cowgirls. This concept was fleshed out by having 5 members pose in front of a pink camper as well as shooting in a desert location. The album itself executed this concept by not only including a travel kit but designing the track list as luggage tags and transforming the lyric sheet into a brochure, enhancing the feeling of going on a vacation and being a tourist. Thanks to my best friend Nova, I finally got my hands on the album and could speak firsthand about the inclusions. The travel kit features an actual luggage tag that was digitally released through the tracklist with specific passenger names, mine of course being Joy's. It also came with a fake Polaroid of Joy on the fake beach, really adding in the retro feels of it all. There's various stickers given of locations that were shared on the album art, such as the hot dog truck, the lighthouse clever designed as a outdoor light, the iconic camper, the beach Saturn, the Reve Festival logo, adorable astronaut Reve, and finally another lighthouse illustration, this one designed to look like a tower overlooking the stars with the words "something unforgettable" on it. The travel kit itself features some of these illustrations but also other fun travel themed designs, such as a luggage design to its back and stickers such as Milky Way ahead and caution, falling starfish, is really showing how far Red Velvet can go with their creativity concerning concepts. Lastly, I noticed that it also came with a much smaller tag that read with the following words: "The final day of the festival, which has not yet begun, will eventually come when the wind temperature subtly changes," which was a hint to the finale of the festival, which begun posting late fall and was eventually released December 23, 2019, which was the start of winter. We were introduced to Day 2 through several promotional designs that followed with the first release of the album cover and concept video. In this video, our beloved Reve is shown to be stuck inside a purple capsule before it explodes and reveals the adorable camper that she's riding in. As it touches down on the ground, Reve scoops at the scene where she spots a shell sign with the words "Umpa Umpa" writing in bold black and white. We are treated to a soft snippet of the song when she tunes in the radio before driving off. The use of the capsule landing is important to connect the childlike, carnival concept of Day 1 to its now predecessor. The capsule was originally featured in the machine for both Day 1's cover art and its concept video. The Reve Festival's main purpose is to celebrate Red Velvet and our diverse range of concepts as well as their storytelling, thus the festival's execution must follow suit. Another connection made to tie both days together is the album cover, which features the letters V, which connects to the RE shown in Day 1's album cover to spell out Reve. The inclusion is not only clever, but the difference in its object form also helps immerse you into what each day has to offer. The RE present on Day 1's cover is in the form of a roller coaster, which was featured in Simsale album's music video. A lot of people have also pointed out the resemblance of it to Selgi's trap in Russian roulette, which surely isn't coincidental. This RE leads into Day 2's VE, which transforms the roller coaster into a sliding tube, much more appropriate for its underwater concept. The underwater space utopia concept directly ties to the title track's name Bampa, which is apparently a phrase used in South Korea to teach young children how to swim. While she may not be able to top the masterpiece of Day 1's album packaging, Day 2 comes with its own things to be satisfied fault with. Both albums comes with slips that add a cute layer of depth to the already rich album covers. For Day 2, the slip features a bubble in which covers an eager Rev who's marking Red Velvet's territory in this underwater space world. The lyrics of Bampa reference several Red Velvet songs, one of which was the summer hit Red Flavor, and interestingly enough, a cabin held with fruit seemingly inspired by the one they stayed at could be found on Day 2's cover art. Behind Rev is a picnic blanket which references the second concept of Day 2. We are treated to a red velvet picnic, very fitting for girls who have always been heavy-handed in their visual imagery of food, much to my delight. Picnics are often associated with spring and summer, as the warmer weather calls for people to enjoy a nice meal outside to soak it all in. The photo shoot feels like a cottagecore girl's dream, the gingham print dresses paired with the straw hats really making you feel like you're looking in on a casual red velvet summer outing. This set of outfits is to reference Summer Magic, their second summer mini-album. In Summer Magic, the girls could be found in similar prints with yellow and blue color palette, while their straw hats are worn when in their Girl Scouts uniform. There are some obligatory shots of the girls at the beach mixed in between, although these pale in comparison to everything else released for the comeback. While we're on the subject of styling, Rev as well goes through an outfit change. Her normal appearance is swapped out for the cutest astronaut costume you've ever seen. I only noticed this through comparing both albums' CDs. The logo work for the Rev Festival still remains some of their best to date, which the main festival logo transforming to match the concept of the day. I almost felt like I was going crazy as I began to look back on such a small yet significant point in my journey as a Red Velvet stan. I thought that Day 1 of the Rev Festival's logo was a roller coaster. 4 years later, with the album in my hand, I'm now releasing it's actually a balloon. We learn something new every day, don't we? Day 2 featured mini logos as well. Its main festival logo was split into 2 separate versions, a water slide and another that was in a water texture. We also was treated to a third logo which was inspired by Saturn, replacing the planet with a beach ball. Its logo style reminded me of Space Jam, which further connected underwater and space together. My only complaints that I still carry from first viewing was that I will never enjoy Bampa's font. It just doesn't match well compared to the fun, carnival nature that Zimzalabim's type gave you. While Day 1 took a mustard and ketchup approach with its color palette, Day 2 slid in cool with its soft lilac and baby pink, contrasted by a much warmer toned-down red and off-white in some designs. This color palette immediately reminded me of the perfect red velvet, which was featured on Day 1's album cover as the Bad Boy Mountains. This softer mellow approach with its colors suits the tracks well, as Day 2 offers you aspects of jazz, R&B and disco elements to bring your summer vacation to a still upbeat, but somber ending. Many expected for Bampa's music video to finally be the Cake Girls featured on the beach, as it was actually planned out for them to, but was disappointed when the release was shown to be another case of Semmania. I was thrilled. Many summer comebacks thrust you into this happy world of which everything goes right and we're all having fun, which is fun, but I applaud the directors of Bampa for taking a different approach. Instead of immediate fun times, we are introduced to Red Velvet and a bit of distress of their vacation going sideways. The unexpected rain puts a damper on their beach plans, forcing the girls to stay inside the cabin. Through this music video, we see the girls attempt to solve their boredom in many ways as well as try their best to deal with the circumstances thrown to them. Their imagination is what eventually helps them through until the sun comes smiling again. It's clever and works well with the song more than just a generic day at the beach. The imagination factor only adds more charm to the set designs. They built an artificial beach and world to further try to save what they could of this summer day gone wrong. Solgi is imagining herself actually surfing on a wave, having fun. Even though it's just a blow-up piece of plastic with some confetti flying around. There's just something very wholesome about it. Overall, While day 2nd of may be overlooked by casual red velvet enjoyers, as a reve, I hold it deeply to my heart as one of my favorite comebacks by the girls. As today and the anniversary of its release, I thought it would be fitting to do an art direction breakdown to appreciate the effort that not only the girls but the entire team put into making this vision work. Day 2 was a moment I will never forget, and I'm forever grateful to Red Velvet for releasing it.
Who fuck is it? You're a state funny morals from cable.
It's over. That's it, okay? That's all I gotta say.